Hey, 3, 2, 1, look who it is. It's yours truly, Mike Marino, live from my mother's basement. I'm happy to be here tonight, Wednesday night, bringing it to you. Okay, I got on the station a little earlier because I can't wait. In fact, one of the reasons why I can't wait is because I got to pee. So it's 7:45. I couldn't wait till 8. I hope everybody's watching, tuning in, having some fun. And there's my cousin Gabriel. I can't wait to see you when I get to Toronto. I got a cousin Gabriel who's actually rapping old school, I guess. Well, no, it's actually new school. Old school would be shit that I kind of would dance to. Like, I don't know what that guy's name was when you get the big baggy pants back in the day. What am I looking at? What was his name? MC Hammer. MC Hammer, the original badass rapper who became a preacher, who became, I guess, I don't really know. But I do miss that guy. I miss his music. We're here in the basement. I wanted to do a broadcast tonight because, of course, last week was a big, big week for everybody. We celebrated Thanksgiving. Not everybody here in Canada. In fact, I don't think they do Thanksgiving on the week that we do Thanksgiving. They do it sometime earlier in the year, if they have it at all. I really don't know. But I got a story about going to Toronto because I tried to get to Toronto on Monday. I left the state of New Jersey Monday morning at 5 o'clock in the morning. I drove 4 hours headed towards Toronto, Canada, because I was going to stay at Niagara Falls. Is everybody listening? I was going to stay at Niagara Falls. Slowly I turn.
Step by step.
Oh, the people are already writing. Is that Gary? Yes, Gary's on the other side of the camera tonight. We're going to talk about his little mishap, him not feeling good, and he couldn't make it onto the show tonight. But he brought a special guest, and I'm going to have that guest on the show any minute now. So hang out when I tell you about how I was driving to Canada. Now listen, I'm driving to Canada. Everything was fine. I had my cooler. I had my weed. I had my four-wheel drive, and I'm headed into the storm. Everything's fine, and all of a sudden, massive traffic. You don't see any accident. Just about 100 cars stopped. Nobody coming the other way. Nobody coming up behind me. Just kind of traveling and then stop. Then you see the cop car. So 15 minutes, nothing. 25 minutes, nothing. 45 minutes, people start getting out of their car and doing what I was doing, because after 45 minutes, a 50-year-old guy is going to do what? He's going to pee. I pissed right in front of 3 police officers. What am I supposed to do? I got to go. And you're out in the middle of nowhere. There's no bushes. There's no trees. I guess we were upstate New York or around Pennsylvania, shit like that. So I'm pissing. Then a bunch of other guys start getting out of their car. They're pissing. I mean, I could have pissed in my coffee cup, but I needed it. And although it was cold. Anyway, you know why they stopped us? Because ahead of us, the frozen blacktop was so slippery, they made all the cars spread out like that, and here comes a convoy. A convoy of trucks spitting out salt. We got behind the convoy. We followed them for about an hour at 20 miles an hour. And I said to myself, you know what, Toronto? I ain't coming. This is some dangerous shit. So I made an illegal U-turn again in front of a state trooper. I'm like, what do you expect? How am I going to do? I'm going to die out here. And another 4 hours back to New Jersey. And I never made it to where I was going. I spent 8 hours in my car. And now my ass hurts.
An 8-hour tour.
An 8-hour tour. That's
the
Gary.
weather started getting rough. Tiny car was dust.
And my car was fucked. If it wasn't for the policeman not looking at me pee, my little Bichadil would have been fucked.
Mm-hmm. Frozen off.
So there it is. All right. So that's that quick story. And thank you, everybody, for writing in right now saying, man, that sucks.
What, the song?
No, not the song. The song was obviously great. But this and that and whatnot. Well, hey, listen, everybody, thank you so much for writing in. Right now, we got so many people writing into the show. It's absolutely unbelievable. I want to get the guest on the show as fast as possible. I do have a guest today. Gary Pastore is here, but he brought in the special guest. This is a friend of his who is a very talented actress, stand-up comedian, and we're going to bring her on the show, and we're going to talk all about the Italian Thanksgiving that just went by with a fellow entertainer. I got to make sure I get the name correct, because I said it a few times and I was wrong. I've been wrong about a lot of different Italian names because they spell it really, really ridiculous. Let's be honest. My middle name is Dominucci. There's no H. There's not even a K. It's a C. So where's the itch? I don't know. And now my guest is going to properly write her name on this piece of paper that I'm going to pretend I'm not reading. I already put my phonetics. I have my phonetics, G-A-T-A.
It says Gaeta.
No, but the way I work is Gaeta. Gaeta. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, live from my mother's motherfucking basement. Live from my mother's basement, guest tonight, ladies and gentlemen, actress, comedian, all-around great Italian girl. So she says she's from Italy, or she's at least going to Italy. This is Janelle Gaeta. Janelle Gaeta, everybody.
I think you nailed it.
I nailed it.
I think you nailed it.
I nailed something. Janelle, thank you so much for coming down to the basement.
Thank you for having me. Hi, everybody.
Yeah, we're having a lot of fun. She's a friend of Gary Pastori.
She is.
And, of course, we know Gary's a great actor. He's been in a lot of films, a lot of movies, and a lot of, I guess, movies off films, TV shows. He comes down here all the time. I can't get rid of him. He's not even on the show. He came.
Moral support.
So let's talk to Janelle. Janelle, tell us about what's going on in your career. Tell about what happened on Thanksgiving, if you want to share that with us, because it's a very interesting story. A lot of people, go through the family baloney on Thanksgiving and in the holidays. We're all victim to that. I got an argument on Thanksgiving. Everybody was in the kitchen going, look what I cooked. I'm like, you didn't cook it. You heated it. You're not cooking. You're heating. You're reheating. We bought it at the Honey Baked Ham store. Shut up.
All goes to the same place.
It all goes to the same place. So I like that. So you're doing you're dabbling in the stand-up world, but first tell us about the acting career.
Yeah, so I've been acting for the last about 15 years or so. That's kind of where the old ticker is. And in the last 3 years, I've gotten into stand-up quite a bit. So I've been really enjoying that process of writing and getting my ass on that stage. You only have control of so much in this industry, so I know I have control of that. And it's been a hell of a ride, I have to say. It's been exciting to kind of see that unpack and where it might go. And most recently, the most recent news there is that I am now co-producing the Jersey City Comedy Festival coming up in June. So I'm pumped about that.
Yes, we got to talk about that. I got to write a note on that. We're going to talk about that further. Jersey City Comedy Festival.
You bet, buddy.
When is that?
That is June 10th to the 13th. And we are currently accepting submissions through the end of February. So all of my stand-up, improv, comedy friends, come on out.
Okay, this is big news. I didn't know this was going to happen. This was a surprise.
Dropping bombs on the show, that's all.
She bombed this show. The Jersey City Comedy Festival.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I was born in Jersey City, and most of my relatives are from Jersey City via Italy, because at one time back in the day, Jersey City was Italy. But the Jersey City Comedy Festival, now they had that last year?
Yeah, so they just got a new name. It was the 6th Borough Comedy Festival, and now we are the Jersey City Comedy Festival. So
6 boroughs?
Yeah.
Wasn't it the 5 boroughs?
I mean,
or is that Long Island?
What are you going to do?
That's
What are you going to do?
New York.
New York was the 5 boroughs. Okay,
They can't
so
even
Long
come-
Island, Staten
And now
Island, right?
Jersey's the 6th.
6, the 6th borough. I like Jersey City Comedy Festival.
Yeah,
I
me
like
too.
it too. They did good. They did good. So we're excited.
So it's the second year, but the first year of that title.
Yes.
Jersey City Comedy Festival, and it's going to be June
10th to the 13th.
June 10 through June 13. This is going to be great, folks, because I'm going to try to get down there myself. Maybe they'll let me have a spot in the show. Maybe I could host a show. Maybe I could, I don't know. I'd love to judge a show. Like, hey,
We'd love to have
great, fantastic. Where is it actually going to be held? Is there a specific location?
Yep, it's at Art House Productions in Jersey City.
Where is Art House Productions?
I am going to have to use the old Google machine to get that address.
We don't need to waste any time.
Mhm.
It's going to be at the Art House Productions, probably in Journal Square.
Maybe somewhere close.
See, if there were people listening right now in this room, they'd be laughing their asses off because that was very
hilarious.
funny.
That was funny. That was hilarious.
See, even Gary
Let that
said,
marinate.
let that marinate. Something's got to marinate.
Something's got to marinate.
Okay, so you're performing in the Jersey City Comedy Festival, but you're also one of the producers?
I'm co-producing and hopefully performing as well. It's a very rigorous process, though.
All right, so for all our stand-up comedians that are watching out there, and I'm sure that there's a lot, and everybody's asking, where is there a place for me to perform? You just dropped some fantastic knowledge for everybody. So to submit,
Also
to get in.
improv and sketch comedy as well. So all aspects of comedy, storytelling. If you got it, we want it. So bring it on in.
And how do they do that?
So if you go to 6boroughcomedyfest.com, You'll find all of the information and details for submitting, and all of the FAQs, contact information. And if you have any questions, of course, I'm on Instagram at Janelle Gaeta. You can find me on Facebook as well. Happy to answer any questions you have directly.
Okay, so if anybody out there has the funny bone and you think you got the balls to get on stage and make other people laugh, you think that's easy, you think this is more than just, you don't think this is more than just a hobby, get in the game, come down to the Jersey City Festival and make some people laugh, or at least try. Right now, one of the funniest things that I'm seeing is I have other people writing into Emilio on my show. That makes no sense whatsoever. Don't ask me how I am. Ask how Emilio is. Perfect. Fantastic.
Crackhead Richie?
No, it's Jim Mulcahy. You think Jim would be here drinking some alcohol? Come on over, Jim. The back door's open. All right, so that's really fantastic. And where can we actually see you other than the Jersey City Comedy Festival? We got big news that you're leaving for Italy tomorrow, right?
I'm heading to Italy tomorrow. Impromptu trip. Just decided, hell, I'm going to go do it. Why the hell not?
Well, hey, you got that kind of cash. You know what? I got nothing to do. I think I'll go to Italy tomorrow. And we're arguing about going on a show that's not going to pay any money, but I do have a show that does pay money. Now I feel guilty that I took the show that pays money. All right, so Italy, where in Italy are you going?
Roma. I'm going to go spend a couple days in Rome. Got a friend out there, so I'm going to go spend some time, eat some good food, drink some good wine, do all the things.
Well, a lot of people are watching us right now, and they're listening to us right now, and somebody just wrote in, boy, is she pretty, and somebody else just wrote, but she sounds pretty, which means they're listening and not watching. And so if you say you're going to Italy to visit a friend.
Girlfriend.
My
see, girlfriend.
She dodged that bullet. What kind of a girlfriend? Because that could be the other thing, too.
Hey, yo, take it easy.
Hey, I'm not asking the questions. They are. As Gary goes to the refrigerator and pops a beer. Hey, to you, here. We're drinking Coronas. Chin, chin.
Chin, chin, tutto.
So she's going out to Italy. She's going to have some fun. She's going to the motherland.
Coronas, talking about going out to Italy.
Yeah, you think we would have Peroni down here.
Cultured.
We really jacked up this show. So she's going to Italy to visit a friend.
Yes.
And so obviously you're saying it's not a romantic
thing. One of my very good girlfriends from when we were living in New York, she spent a month out there. I'm only going for a couple of days. That's a month.
Are you going a couple of days or a week?
Probably just short of a week.
Short of a week. Who goes all the way to Italy for just short of a week?
Somebody's a very important person.
That's unbelievable because, it takes a day to get there.
You know what? I bank it on Mercury and retrograde and making impulsive, terrible decisions. Not terrible, fantastic, impulsive decisions.
Well, I make impulsive decisions and I go broke. So lucky you.
I'm on my way, apparently.
Mercury retrograde.
Yes.
Well,
Mercury.
I make bad decisions when Saturn's in my anus. I mean Uranus.
Gary's on the other side of the camera right now. We can't turn it around because we're using this one.
He's also talking about his anus, so
yes,
that's why we can't turn it around.
He's talking about his ass. Okay. He's talking out his ass.
She's talking on my ass.
So she's going out to Italy. She's going to have a lot of fun. She's an entertainer. We're going to get to see her live someday on the set, on the circuit, and this, that, and the other thing. Tell us about your Thanksgiving Italian style.
Oh, God. We had a very low-key Thanksgiving this year. We went over to my grandfather's house. It was really nice. We had all the foods, all the pickings. Just couldn't breathe by the end of it. Yes, she can, Jeff. She can cook.
I guess Jeff is somebody that you know. You could read this fast?
I see him scrolling up.
Well, let's make them all hungry because that's what they're doing.
We, in a perfect Italian tradition, we had all of the antipasto set out. We had the cheeses and the vegetables and nobody touches.
Provolone.
All the provolone.
The basket cheese.
Sì, è buonissima.
And the fenouil.
No, that comes after. That's
yeah,
you're
digest. Right. See, it's funny how all the Italian families kind of do the same thing.
All the same shit.
And then people drop by and they bring the same shit and then they go home with somebody else's shit. It's pretty much the same.
Yes.
Now, here was the question that we had a big debate about last week before Thanksgiving when Gary Pistori was on the show. We said, how many Italian families out there have some sort of pasta before the turkey comes on the table? And that caused massive controversy. So what did you do?
We actually, and I texted him about this, we did not do pasta this year. all that shit I gave him last week, and we didn't have pasta this year. I couldn't believe it, but I was grateful because I couldn't breathe even without it. So with it, I would have died.
Well, this was the first year that we had Thanksgiving in this particular house, in this basement, since my mom went to go feed Jesus some time ago, because the Last Supper needed a new cook. And she said, you know what, I'm available for a couple of years. So she went up there and she said, Jesus, sit down and eat. I got it from here. So I decided I would have my mother's side of the family come over, and everybody brought over a dish. And after 30 people gathered and these little kids who I really don't know destroyed my house, we all had a lot of fun. But this year, for the first time, I think ever, there was no pasta of any kind on that table, which I wish there was. I'm a ravioli guy. I could have ravioli and skip the turkey.
Oh, I haven't had raviolis in so long.
Gotta make them.
You know, I was just watching your reaction and, like, you know, just, maybe I shouldn't. We'll be right back after this commercial break. She went, ooh.
Ooh, raviolis. Ooh, raviolis.
See how you turn on an Italian girl? Want some raviolis? Oh, my God, I'm melting.
Good.
All right. That's hilarious. Yes, with locatelli cheese. If you're going to spread it, if you're going to cut it, go locatelli. All right. So would you grab that jar so we can have that discussion while we're talking about the Italian Thanksgiving? And I'm glad you had a good Thanksgiving. Bring it on.
Are you guys ready?
It is a jar, ladies and gentlemen. This is a jar. Now, she speaks Italian. I heard her speaking Italian. You fluent?
Come una bambina. Devo praticare. Like a little girl. I have to practice.
Mm-hmm.
She said she's been speaking Italian since she's a kid. And that's pretty much all I know. How do I know that? I don't know. I can understand Italian, but I can't speak it. I pick up the jar again. El Jarro. I'm not bossy. This is what some people might call sauce. This is what some Italians also might call gravy. It's been... Gary already picked up a baseball bat.
That's sauce. Gravy's in the pot.
All right, now, the gravy or sauce. So let's ask this fluent speaking Italian girl what she would call it.
It has varied over the years.
Okay.
In full transparency.
And?
It started in my childhood as gravy, but it has evolved to sauce. So it depends. It depends.
Give me the jar. No.
Are you going to crack it over my head? That's not the right answer.
This is what I would say, and this is what I know a lot of people would argue. My mother would say, because this is made with just sauce, just tomatoes, she'd say this is marinara. Sauce. She wouldn't say the marinara, she would say marina, right? Look at Antoinette Perugine. Brajol turns me on. That is hilarious. Brajol. You are a Brajol. All right.
Oh my God, you're going to blind yourself.
Oh, yeah, look. It's a flashlight.
Telling ghost stories.
So this would be sauce, but to make it gravy, you did what?
Add meat.
You added meat. Brajol. What else? Sausage.
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 Got veal.
I know about veal.
No?
But yeah, veal, pork, meatballs.
Meatballs.
And then this turned into what I would say would be gravy. And you?
Yeah.
See, look, everybody over here. Melissa, gravy, lamb. I love it. Keep on writing in. Send us all kinds of letters. Send us money, too. Don't forget, you can watch this show all the time. All you need to do is subscribe at MikeMarino.net. Go to my website. Go right now. I'll know that you went. If you subscribe to MikeMarino.net, I will see that you're actually watching this show, and also the YouTube channel at Mike Marino Live.
Do it.
And then we'll send you a free jar of sauce.
This one?
Yes, this one.
Signed.
For free. Yes.
Please pick it.
She will autograph this one and mail it to you. And I'll take a couple of swipes out of it with some bread.
There you go.
All right. Do you remember Sunday? Did you grow up like this?
I did.
Okay.
Every Sunday. It looked like this down here.
Down here, the basement.
Yeah.
And?
You did a really great job. I saw it set up for Thanksgiving. You did good. All domesticated and such.
Tell them about my table.
It was set up with the whole tablecloth. They had all the place settings. He had a little bar set up in the corner so that you could make your own drink.
It ended up becoming a
big
table.
fucking piece of wood under it.
The wood.
Yeah.
The wood.
Oh, and he had all the guys carrying in the extra table, the kiddie table, we call it.
What I did was we got a 4x8 slice of
Plywood.
from our friend Emilio. He backed it in with a truck and instant Thanksgiving Day table.
There you go.
There you go.
My grandmother made one of those by herself to add to the end of the table when we all got too big.
Did she use sawhorses?
Yeah.
There you go.
And just phoned them all in.
Not like an Italian lady going, I'm going to get a piece of wood.
Piece of wood, a
I'm
couple
gonna
of
get-
sawhorses.
No, I'm going to
Throw
get
it
a
down.
wood. Where are you going to get wood? I'm going to get a wood.
Big wood.
No, Grandpa, should he be saying that? I got a wood. So we did cook down here all our lives, and my mother never went upstairs and cooked at that stove. She cooked down here. This is where we made the gravy, and this is where we had Sunday dinner, and those were the good old days.
Indeed.
And that's why we talk about it now live from my mother's basement. Whether you're Italian or whether you're any kind of a culture, it's all about family, eating, having fun, and being nice to each other, because there's a lot of mean fucking assholes out there these days, and we got to stop that. That's why I'm running for president of the United States. This way, when I'm in the White House, we'll straighten shit out. And we'll have you come in there, too. You could be the head chef.
Yes, I like that idea.
Yeah.
Got
Make
it all
sure we
planned
have
out.
comedy night every Sunday afternoon at 2.
We would crush it in there. We really would.
I wanted to ask Janelle here some serious questions, because when she came to watch Gary's podcast with me a couple weeks ago, she dropped the bomb on everybody and said, "You won't believe what happened to me." Now, can we talk about that? Most talk show hosts wouldn't even ask you. They'd go right for the gut.
Jugular.
But, around the holidays, family argues, family don't get along. But some family,
I don't know what's that.
oh, you don't want to go into this? And we're going to just talk about joyful things.
Nobody wants to hear about that.
No, yes, they do.
stuff.
People do want to hear about that stuff because it makes them feel, yes, they do, because it makes them say, you know what? It's not only us. Look at them. They went through it too. And then they'll look at you for some inspiration on how to get over that, unless you don't want to.
No,
because I can.
Hey, listen, life, the only way to get around it is through it sometimes. And I very recently went through a divorce.
Yes, on a holiday.
Right before the holiday. Heading into Thanksgiving. So was with a very wonderful man, and things simply just didn't work out. Life is weird like that. And trying to get through these next couple weeks in 2019 with my head held up and doing the things that I love and that make me happy, like hanging out with you guys.
You got your friends here,
I got my
dude.
friends, I got my family, I got a really crazy supportive support system, and I'm very fortunate for that.
And that's a great thing, because now, after the holidays, is the new year, and you will attack 2020 solo, ready to fight the fight in showbiz.
New year, new me. Isn't that what they say? Hashtag.
Yes. Hashtag new year, new me, new things,
all the things.
new friends, new shirts by Mike Marino.
Yeah.
Underwear.
Got underwear. Got shirts.
While we're on the underwear, why don't we just go ahead and plug it?
Sure.
I would like to give you a nice pair of underwear.
Oh, my pearls.
No, my underwear. No pearls. You used to get pearls. You got divorced. Now you get underwear. Oh, come on. That is fucking
was
funny
really
as
funny.
shit.
Let that marinate.
Yeah, let that marinate like sauce.
Gotta get right back out there. That's why. This will do it.
Janelle,
Michael.
Gaeta is going to go home with some panties. See, when you come on my show, you get a shirt that says they say Make America Italian Again. And then the pants says Get the Bat, and it says Make America Italian Again right there by the crotch.
I got a question. I didn't get the shirt. Did Gary get one of these undies?
Gary has underwears, and he has shorty Kellums.
Noted.
The boxer shorts.
He wants it.
He just got his panties. He got his panties in a bunch. Please don't put them on.
Oh, no.
There he is.
There you go. Oh, God.
So, yes, anybody can get these shirts. Just go to MikeMarino.net. Get yourself some Make America Italian Again t-shirts. You can get some underwear, and you can get a lot of cool stuff, and we'll send that to you. We might even be able to write into me or write into...
Can you show me, please?
Ladies and gentlemen, Gary Pastore.
With my underwear. Oh, I look like Samurai Chef. Ooh, ah! Ooh, ah! Sushi.
Gary hasn't been feeling very well.
No, I did not.
He went to the hospital last week because he had what?
I had an ear infection.
An
A
ear
bad one.
infection.
A bad one. Yes.
There are some people who get these ear infections that are so intense it knocks off your equilibrium.
Yep.
Equilibrium.
I had vertigo.
Vertigo.
I had vertigo.
And it's actually very dangerous.
You can't drive with vertigo. You wind up crashing into a tree.
A lot of people think vertigo is just a movie.
You shouldn't drive.
No.
I thought that was fun.
What? You thought it was what? A movie?
Missed it.
No, I said a lot of people think vertigo is just a movie.
I know it's hysterical.
Oh boy.
Well, it's look, somebody's writing in Italian. Now, can you read that? Rosetta
Stone.
Ortati. Rosetta got stoned. That's why she had the book. Go ahead. Can you read it?
Oh no, I can't read it.
Oh, shit. Well, ciao.
Going
Ciao,
to Italy
Rosetta.
with your friend
Grazie.
is very good. I understand life and passing. I gotta look at it. But grazie mille, Rosetta. Grazie mille.
Yeah. For those of you who are just listening, we're trying to read someone who wrote into the show in Italian. And as you can hear by the pause, our reading is really bad. So back to the show.
To be fair, my reading is also really bad in English.
Yes.
So
My English is really bad.
I'm not great.
I was actually in Home Depot today and I was checking out my own stuff, as you know that I do. So I was checking out my stuff and I was using the gun, even on little things. And somebody said, how long you been working here? I said, I just started like 2 weeks ago, but the pay is great. And I'm waiting for my orange vest.
And health
Hey, Mike,
benefits.
you know why a divorce is so expensive? Because it's worth it. Well, thank you, Bert. Appreciate that. I heard a joke the other day. It's not my joke. It came from another comedian, and he is a gay comedian, and he was talking about his husband. And then he said one of the greatest things about men being married to men is finally when a divorce comes around, the man gets the house. I thought that was funny. Got a little bit of a giggle. All right, so you're going to escape the snow that's going to be coming, the storm that just had.
God, no more snow.
What? There's
Although
another
it just
storm?
started. We've gotten very lucky.
We're supposed to get some drizzle, some
Precipitation.
snow, precipitation. Some
Forgot
of this
about
and
it.
that. I actually shoveled a couple of days ago, but not only did I shovel my property, I have senior citizens on this block. So next door,
What a
I
guy.
shoveled her driveway and her property.
What a
And my father's a couple of houses over, and him and his lady friend together, and I shoveled their property too, all for a bowl of soup.
What kind of soup?
Chicken noodle soup.
There you
Of
go.
course.
Chicken noodle
Could
soup.
be worse.
course.
Yeah. Whatever happened to the kids? They were walking up and down the block.
Try
They had a
$5.
shovel. They said $20. Get
Wow.
in the gear.
Started at
They're playing
5.
video games.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're playing video games.
I actually shoveled all this shit. My back is killing me. And then I didn't shovel well enough in the back. And the back is always in the shade. So no sun was cooking the ice. And I slipped and fell like a little child. My legs went up in the air and my back went right on the ground. I laughed.
Are you hurt?
No, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, boy.
No, I'm not hurt. I'm not hurt.
Well, someone got mad at you.
Who got mad at me?
I don't know. I just saw the mad face.
It was a
come up.
mad face. What did you get a mad face for? But I was wishing somebody would have videotaped. It could have made millions.
Oh man. Now what is that now? The TikTok? Could have done the TikToks.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know. I'm not very hip or jiggy with it.
But I don't have
It's
no
like a
idea
new
what they
video thing.
TikToks?
TikTok.
Yeah?
I don't know what it is. I remember
know
we
what
played
TikTok?
tic-tac-toe.
Not the same. Not the same.
No.
Mm-mm.
Well,
I was in a room with Bad Santa in the hospital.
oh, Bad Santa came to visit.
No, he was in the bed next to me.
Oh,
He was like, I don't know, 70, had a scraggly beard.
so there was a guy impersonating Santa Claus.
Well, he looked like him. And
Oh,
then
he
when he
looked
walked
like
by my
Santa.
bed, he sneered at me. He went,
Well, and he gave you presents by way of him shitting himself.
he shit himself 3 times during the night and had to have the nurses come in the brigade. So that was my weekend. How was yours?
I don't really want to bring up such a shitty subject matter.
Oh,
But I actually went and
boy.
saw my gastroenterologist today.
Oh, and you're okay, I hope.
No, I have to have my gallbladder out.
Oh, that's easy. That's a snap. I have mine now. I
You did?
keep it in a jar because in case I miss it, it's down by my bar in the jar in the back shelf. Me and my
I don't-
gallbladder. No, I didn't save it. I'm only kidding. But they go in. It's very microscopic.
You two are falling apart.
I don't
You're
know if
falling
I really want
apart.
to have my gallbladder out.
Oh, I have the anatomy of an
I have a
earthworm.
choice.
Oh, my God.
I want to bring up the subject of when we used to say Merry Christmas all the time and never thought twice about it.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about that right this second. We have a candy cane for Janelle,
Thank you so much.
and I have a candy cane. I didn't bring one for Gary. I didn't know if you were coming or not. Would
That's
you like
all right.
to suck on my cane?
No, thank you. I have my ginger ale.
Candy canes are really only good around Christmas because that's the only time you can find them.
They do taste different around Christmas, no?
I remember a candy cane tasted a lot better when we were younger.
Cheers.
Cheers. And now
Bite it.
it's not as good as it used to be. Am I right?
You can't bite it.
I bit my candy
Jesus
cane.
Christ, you give him one chop. Bite it.
Yeah, you're supposed to. Never mind.
Yeah, you got to suck on this. Remember when you sucked on it, made a point, and then you stared at your friends?
Right
Yep,
in the
right in the
eye.
eye.
Was I the only one?
Right in the eye. That's what you do.
Isn't it funny? They both said "I"
Mhm.
at the same time. That's an Italian kid from Jersey.
Unocchio.
Remember when you sharpened this, and they said, and poked the guy in the eye?
Both of us.
But we did used to suck it until it was pointy, and then you poked your friends. Ow, what's that? It's a candy cane. What are you
Yeah.
crying for?
Toughen up,
It's a candy.
cupcake.
Toughen up.
Toughen up.
So what would you say now to your friends
Yeah.
at the holidays?
Merry freaking Christmas.
She said, frickin', you can curse on my show.
Merry fucking Christmas.
Merry fucking Christmas. Now, I would never say Merry fucking Christmas.
Why not?
I just don't know. It's just not me. I would say fuck about everything else, but about Christmas,
Not
I don't know if I
Christmas.
would. But I do say Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
And if you say to some people who love Christmas, Happy Holidays, they put you in a headlock and start beating you up because they can't believe you did that. That's very insulting. So where do you stand on that?
I'm a Merry Christmas gal.
Merry Christmas.
I think we've gotten very simple.
Leave the Christ in Christmas, for Christ's sake.
Hallelujah.
You heard Gary. Leave the Christ in Christmas. Now, there's nothing wrong with saying Happy Holidays and say like a group of people.
Mm.
There's nothing wrong with saying Happy Holidays around New Year's maybe. But when you're around your family or you're coming home from midnight mass, which is the only time I go to mass anymore, if I go, unfortunately, I say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Joey.
Hey, Joey, Merry Christmas. Who's Joe you looking at?
This one, Joe Gio, JGO,
Merry Christmas, and break out your event calendar.
Advent calendar.
Advent?
Yeah, it's not event.
But the
See, your head is only in one gate.
I
Event.
just want to perform.
I got an event on the 13th, the 15th.
I don't even know what an
21st.
Advent calendar is.
You get it in the beginning of Christmas. It's every day you open it, you eat a piece of chocolate. Come on.
You had me at eat a piece of chocolate.
Yeah.
I remember back in the day when we all worked at St. Bart's Church, and you went down there on a Wednesday night when the people were done playing bingo, you swept the floors, you stole a couple of Coca-Colas, you made $2, and you went home. And that was your tribute to the Catholic Church and being an altar boy.
Did they put up the manger this year yet?
Yes.
It's up?
Well, I don't know if it's up yet,
I have to show you.
but in the town over
The
here,
manger.
we'll go over there, we'll videotape it.
I saw it last week.
Well, what they do over here in Scotch Plains is they put real animals out there. And then they have the manger and the wise guys, the three wise guys.
Right, the cow with 3 legs.
Yeah.
The sheep with 2 legs.
Well,
I feel
they don't
like
want them
that
to run
sounds
away.
Cruel. I feel like that's a PETA issue.
You know what? Somewhere somebody's going to come out there and be like, you know what? You can't do this. This is very bad for the animals. Why is that dog with antlers with a red nose? This is not right.
Doesn't feel right.
Can't ratchet strap that on the
Feel
dog's
right.
head.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer was a rat. He told everybody, look at my nose. Follow me. I know everything.
My mom. Hi, Mom.
Mom's on there?
Mom's
Your
on.
mom?
Hey, Ma.
Where's your
what
mom?
are you doing?
There.
Tell her I said
Carol?
hello.
Yeah.
That's your mom?
Yeah.
For real? Look at, oh, she got the same last name.
Tell
Hey,
her
Carol,
I
how
said
you
hi.
doing?
Say Gary said
Look at
hi.
your daughter.
Gary
She
said
hit
hi.
the big time. She's in the basement. A lot of actresses and stand-up comedians, they want to be on a Tonight Show. They want to be on a Late Late Show.
Not me.
She's in the basement in front of a bunch of alcohol bottles.
You know it.
With Mike.
Eating a candy
Eating
cane.
candy cane.
But we're going to sharpen and poke people in the
In
eye.
the eye. Mom, I never poked anybody in the eye.
You need to fix her Italian. Who's your
She
mother's
don't know.
maiden name? Is Muscuti? Masako? Masako? Masuki? How do you say it?
Masucci. Masucci. You want me to write it phonetically?
No. Look at my phonetics.
Gaeta.
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 Gaeta. Gaeta. That's how you do it.
Allie's sister.
Yeah.
Oh,
Alligator. Listen, let's do a nice big throw to our sponsors.
Do it.
And we can find out where we're going to see Janelle on stage, if not within the next couple of weeks, at least in the beginning of next year. We always talk about one of our favorite places to get sandwiches, and I believe you were here when we had the ones from Hero Kings.
Yes, I was.
We love Hero Kings. They're up in Nutley, New Jersey. They make the best sandwiches of any hero sandwich maker in the state of New Jersey. I'm going to go on record to say that because they are delicious. You can get them too by going to heroking.com. Huh?
That one looks good with them.
Oh, doesn't that look insane?
You know what that is
Red
in
roasted
Philly?
Peppers.
That's a hoagie.
A hoagie.
Hey,
We
It's a
don't
hoagie.
say hoagie.
No,
not
no.
around these parts.
But you know what? We love you, Philadelphians. In fact, we're going to be doing shows in your area, so make sure you come out.
Buffalo?
Here we say sub sandwich or hero. I never said hero.
No, I just
Yeah, sub.
Hero. It's a sub sandwich.
Yeah, sub.
We're getting ready to run out of power.
Oh
Uh-oh.
boy.
So that's the Hero Kings. And also right here on Park Avenue in Scotch Plains, New Jersey, Florence Ravioli.
Yay.
If you want to get some nice raviolis and meatballs, you go to Florence Ravioli. All right? We're going to wrap up the show before I run out of power. Janelle, tell us, where can we find all your social media, please?
So on Instagram, you can find me at Janelle Gaeta. Please come check it out. On Facebook, Janelle Gaeta. Anywhere, that's my name.
Spell Gaeta.
Gaeta.
Look, not everybody's like you and knows your name. Everybody's like me and don't.
Well, hopefully one day they will.
And we're going to go watch you do stand-up. We're going to support your show. We're
Thanks.
coming to the Jersey City Comedy Festival in the hundreds. And
Yes.
don't forget, I also want to let you know that Janelle is also going to be at Catch a Rising Star, I believe, on December 13 and 14. We're going to make that happen. And if you want to know if that's definitely happening within the next couple of days, just go to MikeMarino.net and you can find out where I'm performing. We'll put Janelle on some of those shows as well. On behalf of Gary Pastori,
I'll come by, say goodbye.
come by. Hurry up, Gary. We're running out of power.
Coming hot.
We're running out of
Coming hot.
power. Remember, I'm running for president of the United
Hi.
States. Let's make America Italian again. You don't know nothing. You don't see nothing. You don't say nothing. Now, everybody, how do I end every single one of my broadcasts by always saying the same thing? Don't take no shit from nobody. She didn't say it. Say it again. 1, 2,
Don't-
3. Don't take no shit from nobody.
nobody.
All right, now get the fuck out of here.
Okay, bye.
Go get your shine box.
Get your shine box. Hey, folks, I hope you're enjoying watching my podcast live from my mother's basement. We're having a lot of fun, and I'm going to have a lot of great guests on the show in the future. So if you like it, hit like. You could also leave a comment. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch other funny videos. And you could also listen to my podcast on your favorite podcast app like Spotify and iTunes.